Morning everyone. You are most welcome in this session. Today I am going to teach magnets and magnetism. It is the second part of the video and really it's going to be an interesting class. So I have taken first point, that is shapes of magnets. In previous class we have discussed that what is the magnet. So what is the magnet? The objects which attracts metals. Okay, these are known as magnets. And why it is called magnet, and also we had discussed about this in previous class. So we move on. And here, shapes of magnet. You have seen so many kinds of magnets, so I am going to show you different kinds of magnets. You have to write their name, you have to tell their names yourself. Now I show you first what type of magnet this is a magnet. Okay, and it is in bar shape. It is in bar shape, that's why it is said bar magnet. Okay, what is the name of this type of magnet? This is a bar magnet. Okay, now second type magnet, this type of magnet. Now you can see this is a cylinder type. So this is a magnet and it is known as cylindrical magnet. What is it? It is a cylindrical magnet. Two type I show you. Now third, that is in U shape. This is also a magnet and it is in U shape magnet. U shape, that's why it is called U-shaped magnet. U-shaped magnet. Also I show you, this is also a magnet. It is a V shape. This is a round shape and also this is a round shape this is a, you can say this is a circular magnet. The shape is circular and this is also. Okay, so now you have seen. And also one more type of magnet I show you. This is inside of this case. We will discuss in further topic after some time. But now I show you, this is a needle shape and this is also a magnet. So this is a needle shaped magnet. Okay, so now if you have thought that sir it is a magnet, it is a magnet or not, I don't know. So there is one identity that when if you have taken magnet, so when you bind this magnet and when it suspend freely in air, so it always stands towards north and south. It will stand towards north and south direction. Okay, it always stands towards north and south direction, not in east and west direction. Then you can say that this is a magnet. If you take iron rod, okay, so it will not suspend north and south direction, it may suspend any direction. But here I have taken one magnet, that is bar magnet, and suspend with a string. Okay, and now it always stands towards north and south direction. Okay, it is a north and this is a south direction. This is south direction, it is north direction. Okay, so now did you understand? And now the matter is Why it always stands north and south direction? Why? Okay. So now this answer is that I have taken a bar magnet. I've taken a bar magnet and this is a piece of iron. This is a piece of iron. So now if you touch here, it can attract, but here when you move it will fall. Here it will fall, and here it can't stand. It falls. Okay. So now I show you again. But when you attract this side, it will be attracted forcefully. If you keep here, it is a little great, it is smaller, and here smaller. When you move into the middle of the bar magnet or magnet, the force is decreasing. Here the least force. Okay, and when you moving middle to the end of the magnet, the attraction power of the attraction, or you can say magnetic field or magnetic force. No, sorry, magnetic force, that is not field, magnetic force. Magnetic force is maximum at the end of the magnets. Ends of the magnet. There is maximum when you move towards the middle at least here. There is no, means at least a little force, and when you move again from the middle to the end of the magnet, the force of attraction is maximum. It can stand here, or when it comes, the attraction force or the magnetic force is maximum at the end of the magnet. Okay, and where the magnetic force is maximum, these points, these two ends are known as magnetic pole. What is it? Magnetic pole. So this is one magnetic pole here, and another is this end. Okay. So how many magnetic pole? There are two magnetic poles of a magnet. It can't be separated. Okay. Each magnet has two magnetic poles. Okay. So once again I repeat, where the power of attraction or magnetic force of a magnet is maximum, this point is known as magnetic pole of the magnet. Okay. So where is the magnetic pole of this magnet? This is at end. One is here, another is here. Okay, two magnetic poles. If you break in two smaller pieces, also the both part contains two magnetic force, two magnetic poles also. One be, if this is north, then here if you cut that, this will be the south, then another, this will be the north, and this will be the south. Okay, now we are talking about poles, magnetic poles, and you question that, sir, it is a bar magnet, so we consider one is here, another is here. But if it is in U shape, then so in U shape magnet, the magnetic force is maximum where? Here? No, here the iron piece cannot attract it. It has power, but a little. But when you moving towards its end, Okay, here the maximum power of attraction is the top of the U shaped magnet. Okay, so where is the magnetic pole of U shaped magnet? Here. Okay, this is one pole and this is another pole. Okay, I hope you got it. Magnetic pole is one is here and another is here, not here. The minimum power of attraction or magnetic force is here. I hope you got it. Same way is here also. The power of attraction at middle, it is the least it can fall, but when you move, okay, the power of attraction maximum is at the end of this is a cylindrical shaped magnet. Okay, this is maximum. So north south, I don't know which one is north south. Now we are going to learn which one is north and south. I have taken one bar magnet which is suspended freely. Okay, now the magnet stands towards north and south direction. This is standing towards north direction and this pole is standing south direction. That's why this is known as north pole and this is south pole. I hope you got it. It is north pole and it is south pole. Okay, now I take another magnet in which it is written that this is north or south. It stands or not? Let's see. Now have a look that names are given here. It is a south as written and this is N north written. It means north pole, it is south pole. Now I suspend freely. Okay, now you can see that perhaps it is I bind by mistake, but this is north and this is south. I show you this N is written here, this is N is written, or now you can look that. Now have a look. N is written this side, south is written this side. It means this is a north pole and this is a south pole. Okay, it proves that N pole and is written which side. This always this pole always stands towards north direction and south always stands towards south direction. Okay, it proves that north pole, this is north direction and this is south direction. So you know that this is north pole and this is a south pole. So how many poles are there in a magnet? There are two poles. One is north pole and the other is south pole. Okay, now we talk about what are the uses of magnet. Also one in ancient time there is a nice use, and also nowadays also we use when we travel in sea, ocean. Okay, there is no, we don't know which direction we are going, so navigators, okay, sailors, they use one type of instrument. This is known as, now have a look, this is an instrument. Okay, it is known as magnetic compass. What is known as? This type of instruments are used by sailor, or also you can use that, or nowadays in your mobile and also in wristwatch, this type of instruments are used. It always stand the, you can find the direction. Okay, it is north, south and as given. Okay, now you can find in which direction you are standing and which direction this these two is hands stands always. This always, also this is the north direction, this is the south direction. Okay, I hope you got it. When you are moving in means unknown place, you don't know which direction I am going now, so you can use this type of instrument. It is now you can look, there is direction is given, that north, east, west, north, south given. Okay, and these points always is this needle shape magnet, or actually it is a magnet, and always stands towards north and the direction. So this is north direction and this is south direction showing it. Okay, and if you want to go any in which direction you are going, if you don't know, so you can use this type of instrument. It is a magnetic compass, it is known as magnetic compass also. And there is a case, its direction has been written in a case, under the case, and one needle shape magnet is kept inside this box. Okay, and one that is glass has put, okay, in this box, that it may be visible. This is a magnetic compass. Okay, now so what are the feature of the magnets? That we known as the magnetic force of a magnet is maximum at the end. Okay, first, and there are two magnetic poles in each magnet, and it cannot be separated. If you think that I will make a magnet which have only one pole, so it is not possible. Always it occurs in pairs. One is north, then other automatically becomes south pole. Okay, now we know about more, that is the poles cannot be separated. If you break one magnet, that is north and the south pole, if you break here, so automatically it occurs in two parts, that is north, then it will be south pole, and it will be north, and this will be south pole. Okay, if you break in three smaller part, okay, so it is north, then it will be north, it is south, north, south, north, south. Oh, you can't separate poles. Okay, I hope you got it. Now we talk about the magnetic materials or non-magnetic materials or substances. The substance which can be attracted by a magnet is known as magnetic substances, like iron. Iron it can be attracted. Okay, copper, metals, these metals can be attracted by magnets. So we these are known as magnetic materials. But I have a marker pen. If I attract this one, if I touch, so it can't be touched. So this is a means non-magnetic materials. Okay, plastics, woods, these are the examples. These are non-magnetic materials or substances, and the substance which can be attracted by a magnet, it is known as magnetic substances. Okay, I hope you got it. Now we talk about another points, that now your question arises that, sir, why a freely suspended bar magnet always stands north and south pole? Why it stands north and south direction? Why? So the answer is, our earth acts as a magnet. Our earth, also you know, our earth has two poles, north pole and south pole. North pole and south pole. North and south pole. If you know that earth has two poles, north and south pole. So when you suspend a bar magnet, so north pole now you can look that there is north written, south written. So north pole, here north and south, this is north and south. So have you looked at it? Always suspend north and south direction. So this is north and south direction. So now the north direction of a magnet always stands toward the south pole of the earth, and the south direction of the magnet always stands toward the north. Okay, toward the north pole of the magnet, because opposite poles attract each other. Once again, the north pole of a magnet, this is north pole of a magnet, always attracted towards south pole of the earth, and the south pole of a magnet always attracted towards the north pole of the magnet. That's why when we suspend freely, a bar magnet always stands towards north and south direction. It means this is if it stands towards, this is the north, it means there is a south pole of the earth, and if it is south, then in this direction it is the north pole of the earth. Okay, I hope you got it. So now in next class we are going to discuss about also some important information about the magnet, and how can you carry magnet, okay, and how a bar magnet or magnet lose their powers. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.